Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina and Wake Forest Stadium. A late season clash, one that could have huge stakes and could be a determining factor in how this season is remembered. Week 11 in EA Sports College Football. It's the Old Dominion Monarchs and the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Guys, I caught up with Old Dominion's head coach before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Monarchs ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Tight end now in motion. Quick give. It's Wiggins. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Guys, let's step back for a moment and talk a little Wake Forest. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Wiggins.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The play fake. Gio Lopez. Left side, it's Johnson. Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Demon Deacons have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Red pass, it's complete. Touchdown, Wake! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Straight ahead, it's Roach. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clogged.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on second down. Out wide right, it's Roach. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Burrowing for yardage. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game, and there's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. On fourth. There he goes. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. They got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop them. And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Goodwin. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Gain of 19 on the play. And that's a first down for the offense.
The Monarchs have their offense in high gear. Quick give. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it on the counter. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Good enough for a first down.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. As we get a look at the numbers so far, lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Fresh center downs going to the air. Right side, it's Roach. Snags it, and he's open. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Running inside. It's Roach. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And the biggest key for them on this sustained drive has been their ability running the football. And there's nothing more demoralizing to a defense when you know the other team is going to run it and you still can't stop them. And I think if I'm this offense here, I'm finding other ways and other run schemes to just keep giving this guy the football because he is cruising through this defense now.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he's in! Touchdown, Old Dominion! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
On the run from inside his own 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Second and long here. Throwing, Lopez. Caught over the middle. It's Wiggins. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Lopez to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Quarterback signaling to his guy. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun on third down, Lopez. It's complete on the right side. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the counter. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
From the gun, third down, Gio Lopez. Out wide left, it's Johnson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Way too close to punt, way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll move the tight end. Throwing for it on 4th, Gio Lopez. Makes a grab past the marker. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
On the ground, it's Wiggins. Finding some room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run out of it.
Wide receiver going in motion. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. Gets it into the end zone. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for running room. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Look out! He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. On the move. Turning it on. Rolled into enemy territory and all the way to the 44-yard line. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Trying to establish the run. Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Rushes on, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
And now they'll have to dial something up on 3rd down after the incompletion. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Has to have it on 4th down. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We start with Colorado taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini. And it's the Buffs looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
See some running room. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
And the Monarchs come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Oh, he's got some space. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
They'll give it on the counter. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
And the Demon Deacons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's Lopez to throw. Finds the tight end. Fights off a defender. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too?
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
3rd and long coming up. Lopez wants to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Touchdown, ODU! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Moving past the 25. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. To the ground. He's got it again. Breaks into the open. He's up to 86 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Lopez. Here comes the heat. Grabs it inside the 15. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Demon Deacons with the 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Wiggins. Might have a chance. Touchdown, Demon Deacs! They take the lead with the 6. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Out wide right, it's Newsome. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run him again. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the fourth quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to throw. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They'll ride the hot hand. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Now they'll run the draw. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Powers inside. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And they get another first down, and this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs, and a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. inside. It's Roach. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
This guy's been running hard all game long. In the 4th quarter now at that last run, he's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs covet.
Setting up the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
3rd and long right here. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Offense facing 4th down.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. And the Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. And last time they punted, it went back for 6. Searching for space. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Quickly complete. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Drops back on first down. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. From the gun. Fires complete on the crosser. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
The Monarchs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Right at the line.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
Wants to throw on first. Right side, it's Goodwin. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced, but this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Good teams find ways to win and bad teams find ways to lose. And example of that right there. You need a touchdown to tie or take the lead here in the second half. You've got a golden opportunity down in the red zone. You just can't put it on the ground.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. On the ground, it's Clark. There he goes. That's the 50. That's the 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on, a lot of times, when your team's better, to do the same thing, to return the favor, and make him forget that.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Well, you don't see this very often, so much for fighting till the bitter end as they will concede defeat. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.